My name is Dr. Jenna. I'm a pharmacist and diabetic educator, and I want to talk to you today about your cholesterol. Do you guys know what your cholesterol numbers are? Do you even know what cholesterol is? Why we care about cholesterol? Why the good, the bad, the ugly, all the things that involves cholesterol? Because what I want to talk to you about today is things like triglycerides, HDL, LDL, VLDL, all of the good things, because your cholesterol absolutely positively matters. And unfortunately, here in America today, we demonize cholesterol. We do. We make it the problem in the room. We talk about cholesterol as if that's what's causing the heart attacks and strokes. We talk about cholesterol as if it's the big problem. We talk about cholesterol as if it's not a building block to life. Y'all, estrogen, progesterone, your hormones are made with cholesterol. Your muscles, every cell in your body, when you need muscle, you muscle breakdown and rebuild because you're working out. Guess what makes those cells? Cholesterol. Your brain, right? Especially post-traumatic head injury, right? Cholesterol is used to rebuild the cells, and every single cell of your body is made with cholesterol. It is literally the basis. And yet here in America today, we demonize cholesterol and tell everybody that cholesterol is your problem. Cholesterol is causing the heart attacks and strokes. Cholesterol. You need to be on all this cholesterol medication. What for? What for? Have you ever questioned it? Have you ever wondered why? Have you ever dove deep into the studies? I have. Cholesterol is not the problem. Cholesterol is not the problem. I want you guys to understand this. And that's why I want to dive deep into cholesterol today. So for my friends on here, if you're struggling with cholesterol numbers, or maybe you don't even know if you're struggling with cholesterol problems, if your doctor has put you on cholesterol medication, if your doctor's complained about your cholesterol numbers and told you you're borderline this or borderline that, let's talk about it today. Do you know your numbers? Who on here knows your HDL cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, or has access to your labs where you can look it up right now and put it in the chat? Do you know where your numbers are? Are you on cholesterol medication? Do you know what cholesterol is? Do you know what it's for? Do you know what it does in the body? Did you know that your liver creates cholesterol naturally for you in the most healthy possible way? Your liver literally creates cholesterol each and every day because it is the building block of life. You need it to create hormones, you need it to create new cells, you need it to be healthy. Yet, if you go to your doctor's office and they look at your cholesterol, they'll say, oh no, let's put you on a whole bunch of medication and lower that cholesterol. Lower your self-healing mechanism. Lower what your body is creating to keep you healthy. Does it make sense? Make it make sense, guys. Let's do the girl math on this. So let's talk about it. I want to talk about how what you eat affects your cholesterol. Now, your doctor will tell you all the time, there's certain foods that you can't eat if you have high cholesterol. Yes. Can things like fried foods increase your cholesterol in a bad way? Yes. Can junk garbage foods increase your cholesterol in a bad way? Yes. But only 20%, hear me out, 20% of your LDL cholesterol, your bad cholesterol floating through your bloodstream, is typically from your diet. 20%. 20% is what you're taking in. If you consume high fat foods, high oily, greasy, fried foods, will your LDL cholesterol go up in a bad way? Yes, it will. Okay? That's point blank, absolute truth. Do you want that junk cholesterol? Do you want the rancid and fried oil cholesterol? No, that is crappy cholesterol. It is bad for you. And it is very wise of your doctor to say to avoid those things. But cholesterol is not the demon that so many physicians make it out to be. Your body creates LDL cholesterol for a reason, right? Where is your LDL cholesterol at? Because absolutely, I want to dive into it. I want to talk about it. Do you guys know what are the great numbers for LDL cholesterol? Yes or no? Kevin. His LDL cholesterol is 109 and his doctor wants him on medication because it's not low enough. Here's the problem. You get your LDL cholesterol below 100, it's going to increase your risk of things like dementia and Alzheimer's because your brain needs cholesterol to rebuild cells. Your muscles need cholesterol to rebuild muscle. Do you guys understand that? Your body, every cell in your body is constantly in a breakdown and rebuild mode. If you take away cholesterol, you take away the building blocks of your cells. Your body cannot create the cells you need. They're gonna put him on a statin and then he'll be insulin resistant. His blood sugar will go up. He's at increased risk for dementia and Alzheimer's. His CoQ10 is gonna be depleted, which affects your heart health. And you'll start getting muscle cramps and aches and be a hot, stinking mess. Goal with triglycerides, you wanna be between like 80 and 100. HDL is your H for healthy cholesterol. You want your HDL goal to be 80, literally, that is the goal. HDL cholesterol is H for healthy. That is the cholesterol that moves throughout your arteries and keeps it clean. Keeps your arteries clean, keeps the blood from being too sticky and sticking to the arterial wall and causing plaque. HDL cholesterol, do you guys know where HDL cholesterol comes from? How to increase your HDL cholesterol? Your healthy cholesterol? I know, this is gonna be a shocker, but working out, eating healthy. Eating fish, getting your omega-3s, doing some exercise, that's what gets your HDL where it's at. Your doctor is an advocate to give you advice, Most physicians, and not all of them, there's some amazing physicians I work with, and there's some amazing physicians who talk about the same systems and protocols that I do because they've opened their eyes and they woke up to the system. They are not using the technology from 50 years ago. Most physicians are looking at the studies from over 50 years ago with cholesterol, and most of those cholesterol tests were done on rabbits. You don't believe me? Go down the rabbit hole, guys. Rabbits, not humans, rabbits, on what cholesterol, what is good and what is bad and what the numbers should be. I actually do have good supplementation that helps balance LDL cholesterol, but I'm here to talk to you today about how LDL cholesterol is not the demon that so many people make it out to be. So I do personally use prebiotic fiber to help balance LDL cholesterol, meaning the dietary cholesterol that comes in that is junk, because we all have, I'll be honest, we all have fried food sometimes. I do. I have oils sometimes. My food is cooked in oils. I love tacos. I go out. They cook the tortillas in oils. This is what happens, right? We are all going to get some bad cholesterol in from our diet, and if you do, you can balance that with supplementation so that it doesn't raise the yuck part of your cholesterol. An inflammatory diet, meaning lots of sugar, lots of inflammatory foods, that's what causes inflammation in the artery. Once the inflammation is in the artery and you get these little pock marks in the artery because inflammatory cytokines have attacked your arterial walls, then and only then does your cholesterol even come into play and cause plaques in the arteries. Your cholesterol can be unhealthy and 300 and 400 and you have no plaques in your arteries and you be perfectly healthy, no heart attack, no stroke, no problems. If you're avoiding inflammatory food and not overeating sugar. And I'm saying this slow because I want it to be simple and I want everybody to understand this. Sugar is the problem. Sugar and inflammatory foods that come from sugar and carbs cause the inflammation in the arteries that are causing the plaques. It's not the cholesterol. Cholesterol is a small portion that is just part of the issue. And when your doctor demonizes the total cholesterol number, remember, half of that is your HDL, your good cholesterol. You want that number through the roof. See, this is what they do. They tell you, take the fish oil pills, get your exercise, and your HDL cholesterol starts going up. Well, that raises total cholesterol. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, red alert. Your total cholesterol is over 250. You need to be on medication. Wrong. You just did everything you could to get healthy. You increased your good cholesterol, your HDL cholesterol, your plaque dissolving cholesterol, and now they want you on medication. No. Guys, this is a cycle and a scam. You got to get out of it.